Sean Roberts. Row number 2, it's Brian McCann and Chris Goins. Row number 3, it's the 9 of Tommy Welch with Drew Blaze starting in 6th. Row 4, it'd be 00 Joe Bennett and Justin Lawson. Row 5, a name from the past, the LSR driver, the 81 of Brandon Minnick. To his outside, the 71 of Connor Leach.
Set the tires.
Starting in the 11th position, it's the 32 Sisk Speed Shop entry of Nick Biddy. Mark Truxell will roll from 12th.
Homestead.
13th starter from Outcast Racing. It's the 52.
Homestead, Miami Speedway.
Will start 14th. Jesse Redding in the Track Bar Motorsports.
I was here for Dale Jr.'s last race and Truex's championship.
Will start 16th. Scott Milner in the 31, rolling in the 17th spot. 18th starter, it's Mark Collins. Chuck Kiger will start 19th. 20th is the one of VW, Derek Welch. 21st starter, it's good old Albert Anderson in the number 99. Ryan Kemper will start 22nd. Carson Rowland, 23rd. Mike Corvu, 24th. 25th starter, another LSR driver, it's Mike Fahey. Ryan Pasoko will start to his outside. Jason Steptoe, 27th. Crystal Volano in the 07 will roll 28th. 29th starter, Joe David. Aikman Pollard, 30th. 31st, Paul Durkee. Brandon Coleman, the 32nd starter. Larry Dickerson, 30th.
Definitely a very nice Q effort, Brian.
Eddie Rose, the number 88, will start 35th. Russ Endicott, 36th. 37th goes to Rick LePage. And shotgun on the field, the 119 of Eric Fiedel. Your starting grid here from Homestead Miami Speedway Field, rolling out of pit lane on their formation lap. Take a look at the race details again here. 135 laps the race distance, 80-degree ambient temp, 51% humidity, clear skies, 2-mile-per-hour breeze, track temperature 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Drivers working with a 60% fuel load this evening, 3 sets of tires over the wall, no fast repairs, 3 attempts at a green-white checkered finish if it comes down to it. Field still trying to get lined up, double file, might go an extra lap here, we'll see.
Everybody knows. Hey, Derek.
The trouble I see. Everybody knows but Jesus.
Looking around at this racetrack on a scenic aspect.
That's the plan, Stan.
Included this track in one of the recent visual updates. To mention the better lighting that they've added recently, but track looks busy, full, a little more detail, some more campers, some more trees. Starting to look legit.
Well, we didn't burn much there, only 0.2 of a gallon.
All right, so again, looks like Short chose the bottom. Pace truck is off, driving through the wall as he pulls off.
Mark Truxell, Sandra Nielsen.
And go, go, go.
Marsh, Lori Vaught, thanks for checking in, guys. Keep it up tonight again. Welcome to join in the chat. Cheer on your favorite driver. File your grievances. Just keep it PG.
Right rear, clear up.
Good job, everyone.
Got a wreck in the back, sir.
Real bad.
Field out of turn 4. Pace truck lights at
he's taking the
when you can.
Double file from
he's taking the high line off the go.
The flag in hand. There it is. Green flag waves, and we're racing from South Beach.
Sorry, I was checking my mirror and just trying to stay off the YouTube.
There you go. Shut her down, Towns.
Brian McCann jumps to the early lead, but on the outside with the run, it's Vincent Short trying to heat the tires, but the caution is out already. We've got trouble in middle of 1 and 2 on the exit of turn 2. Trucks around already. There it is, Mark Collins with the 2 of Ryan Pasoko. Didn't take long.
Come on, guys, let's catch up with the field.
Now let's get a look, see what happened here.
Oh, that was a big wreck.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark Collins, Ryan Pasoko, Sean Roberts, and a few more.
Ahead.
Oh, Sean was in it.
Mark Collins and Sean Roberts kicked this one off. Everything else was after the fact.
Oh, he's not happy. I bet he was excited to get.
Trying to save the truck. It slipped up a bit. Chris Goins gets the left door slightly.
He might have put a lot of practice in too.
To save it.
I don't think we have any fast repairs. Ooh, no. So if you're done, you're done.
No, I didn't see any.
Oh man, on lap 1, that sucks.
And Ryan Pasoko kind of does the same right in the driver's door of the 23. So in that exchange, that opening half lap of green, Brian McCann was able to take the race lead, was in front when the caution came out. So we're going to switch lanes here as we get ready for the restart. Current top 10 as we work the caution for the first time. Ryan McCann, Vincent Short. Looks like Double O Joe, Brandon Minnick, Tommy Welch, Connor Leach, Justin Lawson, Nick Biddy, Dylan Bryan.
So he's got, Vincent Short has 500 laps of practice on this track for this week. And he's choosing the high side right off the go. That's interesting. I didn't even try it.
All right, sir. Restart's on you. You're in the box, and now.
Not sure what's going on here with Sean Roberts. He was fast in practice, put it on the outside front row, but he's shown as not completing a lap to this point. Still sits in pit lane, not sure.
Oh, did he get a penalty? He might have got a penalty from last week.
Restart.
Might have, yeah.
He heads away.
The penalties in this league are harsh.
It's the jump over Vincent Short, big time.
Are they really?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what he did, but he's sitting in the pits right now. I'm assuming it's a penalty. I saw on the race sheet or whatever they post that some people were getting penalties.
And McCann shot out of the
I just don't know who.
Wow.
Half a second, 6 tenths now in the curves, 3 and 4. He's there for 7. Meanwhile, battle for second. Double O Joe to the inside of Vincent Short on turn number 4. Drew Blaze hounding him as well. And that black.
Don't push if you don't have to, Brian. You're pulling away. Fastest lap set by you, 32.89 so far. Everybody else behind you is in the 33s.
Just out here cruising.
I know. I know you're naturally fast. I get it.
Nah, I'm just picking. No, I probably need to slow down. We got to run a double stint on these tires. But I feel like I'm wearing them in evenly. Oh, he caught me a lot there.
Like I said earlier, I never second guess you when it comes to taking care of your tires.
Still trying to figure out why Dylan Bryant's running a Halloween scheme. I mean, it's a good-looking truck, but it's March, buddy.
With 500 laps, Vincent may have figured something out.
Well,
Got an update
in the corners, going about a half a groove lower than you are, and really washing all the way up to the wall. That time, he got a little tight once he got into your dirty air.
Failure of the engine after the fact. Go back and get a better look.
Yeah, he's pushing up.
We watch Sean Roberts again. This is kind of what kicked it off. Little tank slap here on the opening laps. Cold tire.
Like tight pushing.
Trying to bit of contact with
Yeah.
Jones. It doesn't even show up on his right front, but that might have done.
He won't last long doing that, man.
Right there, the right front on the safer barrier. Then
No, he won't.
after Mark Collins gets him pretty hard in the left rear, so all four corners taking a beating.
Yeah, he's really having to crank on that wheel in order to keep it out of the wall.
After just one turn. Tough break for triple three.
Oh, I hit the apron. Bad spot to hit the apron.
And was quick.
Well, he didn't get a run on me, so that's good.
That's great, you're okay.
15 is short.
You actually pulled away a little bit.
6/10 now.
Right, exactly.
Two. Come back to start finish. Cross the stripe. 10 laps up on the board. Lawson real loose out of turn number 2. Saves it. Nick Biddy going to try and take advantage of it. Biddy up the racetrack. Dylan Bryant working the high side as well. Albert Anderson in that line. Dickerson slips up the track too. Not sure if there was contact initiating that one. Russell goes to the bottom. And Biddy wiggle on entry. Thought he was going to get a piece of that wall. He stays off it for now.
You and Vincent now have a second or more over P number 6 and just about a second over P5. You guys are cruising away.
Nick Biddy still trying to make short work of Justin Lawson. He's got to put the effort in. He gets clear, swaps lanes, crosses over the nose of the 20. Now to the bottom of the racetrack goes the 32. Lawson sticks it still to the middle. Up the top, though, it's
Hey, Joe, you was blinking pretty bad there a minute ago.
Back out front, still the battle heating up for the race lead. McCann still has it. Vincent Short closing in, trying to do something with it.
Starting to pull away a little bit.
33.
You've been fastest in the last 5 laps.
So right now, pretty evenly matched, but we're going to look at the fast driver right now. It's the third place machine of Drew Blaze. It's just a little bit quicker than the top 2 as they run. Blaze up into the third spot, started from P6. So this is a racetrack he likes quite a bit. We've seen him in the past perform very well here, especially in the old Gen 6 Cup car.
All right, so he's figured out that if he runs with his lefts on that first seam, he's able to keep pace with you. Way to take that line away, Brian. Good job.
On board now with Brian McCann, looking back at Vincent Short. Still doing a good job holding him off. Last lap for McCann, a little faster than Short that last time.
Nice exit
there for Drew Blaze. Blaze and Short almost identical lap times, whereas McCann is about a half-tenth quicker. On start finish now, Short takes.
Wrecking it back, caution's out.
7/100ths faster.
Good job, save, save, save. When you can.
I don't know, do we take fuel here and risk going deep in the pack?
I don't anticipate anybody going down pit road.
And caution comes out. What do we have?
I think with the 3 sets, I think others are going to wait also.
Eric Beetle potentially, yes. Beetle trying to get that truck righted.
Start slow a little bit.
Under caution here for the second time. Eric Beetle out of Clayton, New York, owner of Beetle's Custom Car Carriers. And the
If you want to go down for fuel, I'm setting you up right now just in case.
Happened here to the 119
All right.
just a moment ago. Put us under caution for the
I'm going to try to see
today.
what they do behind me. This is, I hate being the leader in this position.
It's
a little further.
it's going to be tough.
Better idea.
Yeah.
Or did, oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. All right, 119, bottom of the racetrack. That's Beetle. He hits the low lane, slides up a bit. He's going to make some contact here. Looks like with the 11 of
There you go.
Coleman.
Good job.
Coleman gets crossed up, but it does the same to Beetle.
Tires are off.
His momentum. The 34 of Joe
Yeah,
Davis
tires are off.
in.
10-4.
Now you got Chris Goins top side. He's trying to avoid that as well. He's going to get into Goins pretty hard here. Chris is going to take some damage to the right side.
You all right, Joe?
Chris Tobolano sneaking through.
Those barrels on pit road come up in a hurry. Yeah, they'll sneak up on you. Almost followed Joe Davis right in the barrel. I think we almost just followed you into the barrel. Look.
I was going right with you, Derek.
Oh, it was a good thing I went in.
Yeah. I guess I was definitely
Stops
wrong.
underway here at Homestead. Brian McCann's going to pull his number 7 into.
I looked behind me and it's like the whole line was pulling down to go in.
In front of his crew. It's going to be fuel only, it looks like, for just about everybody. McCann's going to win the race out of pit lane.
Oh, them tires are perfect.
Top 3 will remain the same. Connor Leach has jumped up to the 4th position.
Oh, yes, they are. Wow. Very nice.
Ain't even got the sticker off of them yet.
Match perfect and staggered special.
The lights are out on the iRacing pace truck, so we'll be green next time by. I believe they're out. Yes, they are. The benefits of onboard cameras, folks.
All right, buddy. You're at the line now. Good jump. 15 spun per second. You're clear.
Can I get a flat clear so the field's not catching up? Yeah, I need one too, please. Let me get a... Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so it looks like the only one in all that took tires is possibly back in P13, Brandon Minnick. He had just about a 14.5-second stop. Everybody else is fuel only.
McCann hard on the throttle, gets a good jump, but quick reaction by Vincent Short. Drew Blaze more of the same. He'll get to the inside of the 15 down into turn number 1. Working the top side, he's going to have a big run here out of turn number 2. Kind of a great way to build up some momentum, though it does cost him a spot or two. Slides back to the 4th position with Double O Joe just out the back window. for position here. Connor Leach looking to
You're working on a second over P2.
Drew Blaze for that second spot. Two very accomplished drivers here in the series and in iRacing in general. Leach topside. Drew Blaze on the bottom. Blaze is going to lose the spot. He'll tuck in third. And Drew's very smart. He's a crafty driver back
Leach is running the same line as you, all the way down to the line in the corner and back up to the wall.
Laps in, so he'll ride in third. A little loose out of turn 4, though. Has to chase it down the racetrack. Lawson way up. We're starting to tuck back down to the bottom. It's so tempting.
Leach is gaining on you on average about 1/10 and a half to 2/10 a lap. He's trying to burn him up to catch you. He's got the 30 of Drew Blaze with him, but there's still a second behind.
Drew Blaze, multiple championships, now washed up. I don't know, I think the rust is starting to get knocked off here as he still runs third.
Still an even second.
Five laps complete for Homestead.
Your skosh faster on exit.
Say though, Drew Blaze not giving up a lot of ground here to Connor Leach right now. Leach still running second.
They're side by side for P2. You're 1.2 ahead.
Short now closed the gap to the 30 as well. And here comes Brandon Minnick, another flash from the past. Minnick and the number
Brandon's the one with new tires, ain't he?
Exit here down the main straightaway alongside Drew Blaze.
10-4. Hey, John, how's it going?
The brakes, the lift into turn number 1 closes right to the back of Connor Leach. So Minnick working his way through from the 9th spot, now runs third, looking for more, wants to take that second position from Leach.
Thank you, John.
All right, he's in your dirty air now. He's running the same line as you with his lefts on that seam. Those tires are definitely helping getting off the corner. Brandon, looking to your left.
Second spot. I'm going to be really excited to watch.
About a car width low.
And Brian McCann.
And clear.
Battle for the lead starts to shape up. Know the ability level of the driver, that number 7 Chevrolet Brian McCann. He's got experience in this system, in this service for quite some time across all different vehicles, whether it's Cup Series, Next Gen, Gen 6, Xfinity cars, trucks, you name it, it doesn't seem to make a difference.
There you go.
McCann can get it done. The same can be said for Brandon Minnick as he has closed the gap to less than a truck length. In fact, he is
a second and a half back to Connor Leach, so no issue there.
On the straightaway now, McCann doesn't fight it too much, but Minnick looking for the race lead here at Homestead Miami Speedway. 29 laps in, new leader, it's Brandon Minnick. We watch this. I was wondering how he was able to run up through the top 10 so quickly. Minnick did take a set of tires there on that lap 18 caution. 4 tires and fuel, whereas everybody else in the field opted not to. Could play a part later on in this race. There's only 2 sets left over the wall now for Minnick, so he's going to have to manage those tires.
I can't turn when you're on my rear, brother.
All right,
2 seconds now, back to Leach.
And they dropping hard. We still got 18 laps to go.
Yeah.
So Minnick jumps out to a full second advantage over the 7 of McCann. McCann running second still. Healthy margin back to Connor Leach. It's another couple of seconds from second to third. And now Drew Blaze approaching the 71, trying to see what he can do. At least still running in the tire tracks and truck length off the tailgate. Same can be said for Vincent Short, running just about a truck and a half, maybe 2, back from Drew Blaze in the 5th position. Each position behind them. This is for about the 6th spot. 7th, that is. Justin Lawson with it for now. Anderson up the racetrack in 8th. Behind them, Nick Biddy, Larry Dickerson. 4 trucks all together here. And swap.
They're still faster than 3rd and 4th.
Thought about going up.
3rd is up on the wall. I mean, way up high. He's in the last groove.
There, Lawson's in
Drew Blaze, he's still running the bottom, then washing up to the wall.
Nick Biddy on the bottom.
So keep going with your line, doing really well.
Just a little bit of contact with the outside wall again for Lawson as they work down the backstretch, but a big run for the 20. Nowhere to go with it, but he goes back to the whip at the top of the racetrack.
Are they top of the racetrack all the way around?
Yeah. Yeah, 71 was up by the wall until he just planted himself in it. Now he's back down on the line.
Into turn number 1, has to correct.
He's gaining.
Doesn't lose too much ground though. Dickerson's still right there.
Who? Leach?
Connor Leach, yeah.
Spot for now. Biddy alongside Lawson.
You were faster 4 of the last 5 laps. You only gained two 100s that last lap once he got back down.
My timer must be lying to me. Like it's switching. I just saw it put 20 seconds on it.
Oh, wow.
It switched. Yeah, it switched when I crossed over the line, and now it's back to saying 2.37.
32 of Nick Biddy. It's the fight for the 8th position.
Yeah, you're 2.2 behind the leader.
That top lane.
He's another 2.5 behind you.
They're trying to keep the truck out of the safer barrier, but it hasn't affected him too terribly. He's still able to maintain that spot. Big time run out of the corners.
I'm getting loose on exit out of 2, so running a little high might actually come into play.
Okay.
But 3-4 is hard for me to imagine that being faster up top.
Well, you can always meet it in the middle. Take that middle line. Yeah, put your lefts right on that seam.
Further back. 4 battles. Side by side for position.
I'll keep an eye on their speeds.
13th. Tommy Welch in the 9 at the top. Dylan Bryant, Derek Welch, Jesse Redding, all part of this as well. And then further back, Mark Truxell.
Personally, I think Minnick is dumb for running away, because I'd be saving as much as I can now that I've got the point, and only take fuel later on to keep the track position. But I think he's gonna drop.
Gets the wall just a bit, not a turn 2. Pops some smoke and some dust up in the air. That's about all.
Minnick's been faster by about half a tenth 3 of the last 5 laps.
Well, the run around Derek Welch, or maybe making the move to the inside.
Connor's got nothing for you.
And the Corvu going to come to pit lane here and see what's
He's dropped a tenth or more every single lap. You got an even 3 seconds over him now.
seems a little premature to make this pit stop. Trying to get a look what happened here on pit entry just a moment ago.
That's funny because it was telling me 2.8, and then I crossed the line, then it went to 2.92.
Might have got the, yeah, he did. He didn't go in intentionally, I don't think. If he was, he had a problem. Yeah, he was coming to pit lane. We got it on the flat.
So times can vary with this thing. It's interesting.
He was way too fast into the pits.
I'll double check, make sure I'm.
No, yours is right. I think yours is right.
I'm live, yeah.
So
I'm saying mine's wrong.
Corbu back
Got it.
out. Minnick still with the race lead, 2.6 seconds the advantage back to
I'll just use the iRacing one then.
Jan enjoying a comfortable advantage over third place Connor Leach.
Actually, I might need to do an update on that race lap thing.
And Drew Blades. Same situation here for Vincent Short as the top five starting to get some separation between each other. Joe Bennett in sixth, he's by himself, but still lots of action from
Last lap was actually faster than the leader.
seventh place machine.
Oh, nice.
Watson, Biddy, Dickerson,
We only got 8 laps.
Pollard back there in 11th.
Let's see. What is 28 plus 28?
56.
That's what we got to make it to.
You just gained a good half second on the leader that last lap.
Well, if we get a caution soon, it's probably going to be from the
0.480
here. They are racing hard.
So fuel strategy, I guess.
Wiggle there from Albert Anderson.
Do I take tires this time and fuel,
the inside into
and then that's going to set us up to have to? Can we take tires after that? Every time after that?
I would, yeah.
starting to wear.
Well, depending on if cautions come out. I mean, if it looks like another fuel-only scenario, we'll play it by ear then. But right now, you're reeling them in.
What I'm saying is the scheduled pit stop to get the first set of tires is that 56 number you said.
Pushing all that hard right now.
So that,
Yeah.
I don't know how that affects our pit strategy if it goes green. Assuming it goes green.
He jumps to the bottom of the racetrack, a shorter distance around. But again, variable banking is Lawson
Like, will we? We'll have to take a splash and go. I'm guessing because we're going to be about what 6 laps short.
Or without saying it, what I mentioned earlier about what you're able to do here at Homestead might be able to help you also with that last start or with that last restart.
Stops about lap 18.
Should we see caution?
Percent fuel load. Might start to see some pit stops here soon for fuel. I don't necessarily know the fuel window this evening. Lawson in the fence again. I don't know how many times he's going to be able to get away with that. While behind this, Anderson now side by side with Aikman Pollard. Pollard to the outside. I think Anderson might have burned up his stuff here a little early here. Starting to lose some ground.
You were faster than the leader 4 of the last 5 laps. You're absolutely reeling them in.
Now the Heron's closed in. Now Carson.
He burnt them up.
90 and the 2.5 Designs Toyota. Again, Anderson.
But as you get closer, you're going to get into that dirty air, and you do have a lap car coming up.
4 laps till we pit.
Yeah.
Mickelson working his way back through. He's up in a lead spot. Robert Anderson's going to make the trip to pit lane. So is Tommy Welch. Already some takers here at lap 45, 46, depending on what
I'm going to go ahead and set you up now.
you run in. Paul Durkee, Rick LePage also in the pits. Durkee in the Chicken Cock Whiskey number 13.
Give you a tear off.
Folks, it's a real whiskey. I've seen it in the stores.
I guess for fuel strategy, we'll just run the tanks dry and get tires every time. And then, but I believe that's going to set us up to where we have to do a splash and go at the very end.
Some handling problems, so decided it was time rather than lose ground on the racetrack. Might as well bolt on some freshets and get back out there.
You are all set, sir. Ready when you are.
10-4, thank you.
The snap on 31 comes down to pit.
Yes, sir. You're 5 seconds back to Leach right now, so you are doing really, really well, and you're only 1.7 behind Minnick.
So we'll still watch here, Brandon.
Gained 2.5 tenths the last lap.
Nick's still the race leader, but again, you got to keep in mind, he was the only
Going
guy
one more.
bolt on 4 fresh tires in that last caution about 30 laps ago. Likely going to skip the tires on this stop, which will be good for the track position.
Connor Leach is on pit road, so it's definitely a good time to go down.
Live here pretty soon. Last lap for Minnick was a 35.01. The best lap on the day.
Be careful getting on. Don't forget to adjust your brake bias if you need to.
Yeah, the Ganra at a 32.89. So we're talking 2+ seconds of tire fall off over the course of the run. So Minnick has to come down and pit without taking
lap car going in also.
It'll cost him for a while, but it'll put him back on the same general sequence as everybody else.
Nice.
2 sets of tires at that point. Connor Leach is going to come in from the top 5. He'll make his pit stop. Now, a top 5 driver making that run to pit lane here. And again, Sisk Speed Shop being very good with the strategy. This is likely.
I didn't want to slide through, so I went in easy.
Not long after this.
Minnick missed his stall.
Even the next lap.
Double up hitting this time.
Oh, those tires were still good.
30 this time, 30. 5.7 this lap.
All right, come. Don't speed.
4 tires and fuel for Connor Leach.
There you go. You should have clear track to merge when you're ready. Come on up.
McCann, Brandon Minnick, as we suspected. Minnick gets the wall. He's going to have to reposition that truck too far to the left. Can't get the jack underneath it.
7 this time.
Still having struggles.
My fault, man.
Lots of time going to be lost here. And again, he's going to go on. Oh, is he taking
33
tires?
pitting, 33 pitting.
And now with 1 set remaining. Just curious when he's going to go with fuel only, or maybe he doesn't know that there's limited sets. That's hard.
All right, so you came out with the same gap that you had over Leach.
So they're back to pit lane
of 4.7, and everybody in front of you has to pit. Nice, Brian.
Over the race lead.
About to take the lead here because they're all on pit road. Bang, there it is. 5 seconds back to Leach.
Do tell.
Yeah.
Dylan Bryant from the lead. Paul Ferdiani, Crystal Bolano, Chuck Tiger, Brandon Coleman. All
They'll probably be able to hang with me on a
green flag pit stops underway.
Fuel tank, though, 1 tire run.
2 cautions to speak of so far.
But this is, oh no, I was about ready to say, and I didn't say it. It's a good thing we got a 5-second lead on them.
Dang it.
But now that's nullified, so.
Yep.
So about 30 to 32 laps.
And it looks like it was a full, it was a full run. Nobody's going to be able to lap down due to
you gotta go all the way around the pace car.
Back out in front.
Going in and the leader stayed out.
Things have switched up a bit now. Second place, Connor Leach. Remember, Connor was one of the first to come down. Kind of the undercut strategy. And the caution comes out. Joe David in trouble. All ready to pit lane here.
Rest in front of me, bud. Come on.
I think it does appear. I think we got everybody through the pit cycle prior to the caution.
Save if you can.
Nicely. Let's get a better look here. I don't know if this was
Laura, give me a
coming out of the pits that caused this. Got Endicott. Endicott goes up the racetrack. Joe David stays to the bottom and drives it down. Endicott loses it. Starts to turn down the racetrack as he got loose. It's going to cause David to get crossed up and then a wreck after the fact. Eddie Rose gets through. Tough break. Caution number 3 here at Homestead Miami Speedway. 55 laps in the books. Curious to see if we've got some drivers near the tail end here that may opt to come down and pit, just top off the fuel and kind of get them a little out of sequence.
Oh, that sucks. I got to race him now. I really was
Window
enjoying that
tonight.
5-second gap.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt. All right,
If
so
only
you
it goes
came in on
green.
50. It looks like Vincent Short went in on 51. Joe Bennett went in on 52. And then Nick Biddy back in 13th went in on 51. So they might have a little bit more fuel, but your tires are going to be equalized by the time they get to you. I don't think a lap is really going to mean all that much, or even 2. Now 18 laps, like what we just saw with Minnick, that's a bigger difference.
Did he take tires again?
You know what? That's a good question. I would imagine he did. Let's see. Yes, he did.
Wow.
So he's going to push it till about 80.
We got to make it
I
84.
imagine. There you go. And he stayed out just here also, so he didn't go into top off. I imagine with the caution laps, you'll probably be able to go or get to just about lap 80.
A couple of drivers did opt to take up that opportunity to hit pit lane. Larry Dickerson, Derek Welch, Rick LePage. Looks like Chuck Kiger did the same. Chuck might have had some repairs that he had to make to his machine.
The guys that he's talking about are back in
pit lane here.
21st, 23rd,
We'll see if he gets
24th, and 25th.
Typically, when the pace truck and the field are that close to pit out, they close the pit exit. You got to wait for them to go on by. Otherwise, it's a penalty.
Track temp 84, air is 80, and about a 2-mile-an-hour wind, so no issue.
Woodard's got other problems. He's in the fence here.
Go, go, go. Nice.
Green flag back in the air. McCann on the throttle, Leach to the outside. Almost looks like he was sleeping, but that's just kind of the negative effect of restarting from the second position. It works out, though, as the 99 of Albert Anderson and Drew Blaze go up the racetrack in the middle of 1 and 2. Now Blaze gets separated, goes up the top side, just about a few feet off the wall as they work down the back straightaway. Anderson gets that third spot. Blaze tucks in behind. Short from the 8th spot. He'll step on a line, get alongside Joe Bennett. Takes the position. Can he keep it there? Half a truck length between the 15 and the 00. We're kind of turn number 4.
Sorry, Jesse. All good, buddy.
with Brandon Minnick. Brandon out of Monroeville, Indiana. My grandmother's hometown. Not even joking, folks. I'm up here in Rochester, New York. But my dad's mother, born and raised in Monroeville, Indiana. Minnick now ahead of Drew Blaze up to the 4th spot. Crossover from Blaze, though, looking to take it back. Minnick rolling it deep.
He's in your dirty air.
McCann still in charge here at the front of the field over Connor Leach, Albert Anderson, Brandon Minnick, Drew Blaze. And in clean air seems to be the class of the field for the time being.
Oh, he hit the apron. He's trying to get as low as he can, get a little bit of clean air on the left front.
Change lanes here, different approach here to get around the 99 of Anderson. Big run, but hard left cut out of turn 4. Big battle for position here. Blaze, Anderson, short. Minnick got through. He's up to that 3rd position now. He sets his sights on Connor Leach. See if he can run down the 71. Now we watch the battle with Vincent Short in the 99 of Albert Anderson. So drives it in deep to the back bumper of Drew Blaze. Lifts just enough. Now has some separation between both the front and trailing trucks. Meanwhile, Blaze with a run out of turn 4. He's going to take a look to the inside on Brandon Minnick for that position again. These two have raced together for quite some time, but we go back and forth here at Homestead as we approach halfway. Now Short taking a look to the inside. Comes it in deep in turn 1, and without much of a disagreement there, Blaze gives it to him. Short now moving up to put some pressure on Minnick. Again, Vince was a pole sitter, so this is to no one's surprise.
The long race.
Just gotta see.
71's gone to the high side. Where he put himself in a wall earlier.
He's got something figured out on exit here. Runs the
So
top.
in 3 and 4, he's in the high side.
Kind of shallower exit instead of keeping the truck.
Last lap anyway.
To the top of the wall. Pulls it down, which I got to imagine is kind of beating up that right front tire. But man, does he get a heck of a run in doing it. Might get a look at it from the air this time. Watch the 81 truck of Brandon Minnick. He's running them up the middle lane. Truck comes up just a hair to the top, and then hard left now. Interestingly, Blaze was running the bottom there, and he closed the gap pretty considerably. That seems to be the line that Minnick is running. He seemed to be working before, but now Minnick up the track and in the fence. Scrapes the right side.
Right now it says you have enough fuel to get to lap 84.
Heck
So
yeah.
on 83.
So now Short, comfortably in the 3rd spot.
Now we just need is it to stay green.
And Connor Leach
Right.
just over a second back from him, and about 2
Because
seconds
Connor's
back
dropping
from
off.
his lead. 69 laps complete here at Homestead.
Yeah, once he gets to, it's weird. Once he got to your dirty air, he was at 12 o'clock on corner exit. I mean, he was wide open.
Marco Scarza, when we were doing,
He was really racing off the right rear. But once he falls off again, he's slower. I mean, you pulled ahead almost 2.5 tenths that last lap, half a tenth the lap before that. Same on lap 68, tenth and a half on 67. I mean, so yeah, he's really losing it now.
That's what Marcos is, and that's pretty much what this firm is.
Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Dirty air is a pain.
She's loose but controllable.
All right.
Oh no, not again.
Yellow flag. Oh boy. Yep. Bring it in. Actually, this works, Brian, because after this set, you'll have another set for right around lap 105 to lap 110, and you'll be good. Should it go that long?
You hit it about the same time I did, Derek.
But you had a couple laps by yourself there on the field.
Repeat.
It's saying for me to let the 52
Yeah, I'll just
by.
go ahead
I
and
don't
get
know where
everything
he's
that's
at,
got
but
this time.
I don't think he's going to catch me before I get pit road.
Yep.
Same.
That's really our only option, I think.
He's on his
Yep.
way.
Well, keep going, guys. We can't wait on him.
Back at Homestead Miami Speedway under our fourth caution of the night. You saw it happen during the side-by-side. We'll get another pit out
needs a
here.
black
Seems
clear.
to be a chain reaction incident here down the back straightaway. I think Lawson might have got up in the wall after contact with Dickerson.
Oh, that was perfect.
Slows his
91,
momentum,
91.
and there it is. Just the domino effect. Everybody running into everybody else.
Yeah, you're doing really, really well.
That's it, go.
All right, come. Don't speed. Some took
Be
two.
mindful, you only have one set of tires remaining. Line up single file. It's the 81
Pit stops underway.
car.
Brian McCann, Connor Leach, pretty much the whole lead lap line of trucks going to come down and pit here.
All right, so both Bennett and Minnick took two.
Curious if Minnick is going to go tireless this time.
I don't want Connor to get in
Is
front of me. I think that's
only
our
for the
risk
81,
here.
7.9 seconds to stop. Joe Bennett went with no tires as well. He'll actually win the race off pit lane.
If they didn't take tires, okay.
All right, man, we're going green next time by.
They should have only
line up on the
needed,
inside row.
what, half a tank? So I don't know why their
So while we have the chance here,
pit stop would have been 8+ seconds.
We're going to step aside,
It's a
get yet another
double-O
break out of
car.
the way. We'll be back for the restart after this. Stay with us.
Need insurance coverage that's built for speed?
Frank Yea's office in South Charleston has your back. Whether you're blazing down the highway, protecting the home you've built, or setting up a legacy for your family, you've got the coverage you need.
Well, if they didn't take tires and they're on
made for you.
What, 25, 26 lap old tires, you're definitely going to want to be a little cautious on the restart.
For later, or call us at 304-744-7700.
You can always pass them later, but you don't want to be on their tail bumper or on the tailgate when they hit the gas.
Yeah, the other thing is, can't go 3 wide on the first lap, so.
Okay.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Because this right here is going to hold us up, probably. They either got 0 or 2.
They started him.
About to find out. Ready, ready, ready.
Green flag, green flag. Good job. The next car is the leader.
Yep, 60.
Well, solves that.
A little bit. He's still catching them. There you go.
You're back in second. Outside.
Outside.
Stay low.
Still there, door.
Still there. Hold your line.
Still outside.
Caution is
You
out.
got a lap car coming up.
Line up single file. Pit road
Clear
is
up.
closed. Catch the
Caution's
one
out.
car.
Scott Milner and Jason Steptoe wrecked.
Speedway pace truck
Damn
hits
it,
pit
come
lane,
on.
ready for the restart.
I just barely got the lead
Flag is
there.
in the air. 00 Joe on the gas.
All right. Save when you can.
And quickly to the second spot is that second place restart position not advantageous. And now jumps to the inside on 00 Joe, who's on old tires, and a big wiggle by Albert Anderson. Further back in the pack. Everybody scatters, and now 31 of Milner goes around. Caution out again.
Pit road is now open.
Oh, Milner turns hard left, and it looks like Jason Steptoe is right there to his inside. I don't know what that's all about. One way to find out, that's to watch the replay. Let's check it. I think it's already in the mix at this point here. We'll back it up.
Pit road is closed.
Looks like Tommy Welch here is the first driver to start to go around.
Car.
135 minus 29 is where
See the 9 there in the top, kind of by himself. He's not
pit windows up. Pit window opens.
Spin. Milner, though, still on the throttle here while Tommy's trying to save it. He's not going to get through there.
Let the 2 car by. He had the position when the yellow flag came out.
What lap is that?
106.
So I just have to go 26 from here?
Yep.
Actually 24 when we go green.
Those of you tuning in to see Mike Fahey wreck, there it is.
I mean, Mike can do it.
And I really don't know what's going on.
Oh, I know you can.
What happened with Steptoe is he just comes in and drills the 31 of Milner in the door. I don't know if he was locking up the brakes.
Because we ain't even used the gallon yet.
Yellow came out as soon as the green went out.
I don't know what's going on here. Calamity of errors. I'm going to go back and watch Steptoe here, see if we can figure out what really triggered that.
All right, man, we're going green next
wide
time
open.
by.
Oh, he just
All right,
stood
man,
on the
line
brakes,
up on the
thinking that
inside
Milner was
row.
going to come up the racetrack. As
Oh,
soon as he
we
got
got
on the
rid of that
brakes, it turned him left. Then I think Milner was getting on the throttle, and it started to send him left in front of Steptoe, trying to drive away from the scene. These trucks have gotten very tough to handle since the update. Makes them fun, though. Checking back on the stream chat, we've got some people jumping in. Tom Janikowski with his trademark high and checkered flag. We got Dalton Shoulders saying hello as well. Thanks for checking in, everybody.
All right, buddy. On you. You're in the zone now.
Lap 82.
Good jump.
Here. Front lights have gone out on the pace car, so front row will be Ryan McCann, double O Joe. Now Joe Bennett, again, in the unpreferred position of the outside front row. Cannot beat the 7 to the start-finish line, so he's got to wait until he fires. Gives the opportunity there to Connor Leach in the 71. We'll see if Minnick is able to take advantage of that as well. There it is, green flag back in the air. Leach does exactly as we expected. Quick advantage. Gets the second spot. Double O Joe back to third. Battle on behind these guys. Man, what a Hornets next time. Turn forward. Now jumps to the inside. Double O Joe Bennett into turn number 1.
71 went to the high side. He's going to get a good, or try to get a good run off.
Further back behind them, Vincent Short, Anderson, Larry Dickerson.
And he does. Back to the high side again.
Pollard scrapes the wall and exited turn 2. And man, what a mess we got here. Oh, 3 wide into 3. Double O Joe.
Big run coming.
Sandwich slices. In the middle, it's the meat. Vincent Short. Big wiggle from Vinny ahead of them.
Doing it again.
They got through that. Who knows? Short thought about going 3 wide again. Dickerson slams the door on Double O Joe with inches to spare. Wow. Loose on exit is Nick Biddy. Same
nice.
Robert Anderson.
He thought you were going to maybe try to go high there.
Nick didn't know if he had room to the inside.
In your dirty air.
Top side of the racetrack. See if he can build a run on exit. Can still the leader over Connor Leach and Drew Blaze. That's the top 3. We watch 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th here.
Yeah, he's tight.
Anderson just a couple inches off the wall on a turn 2. This battle is sticking for now. The lead battle is underway.
He's going to be on your bumper when you get into 1 and 2.
Second apart. It's going to allow Drew Blaze to reel them in. We'll jump back and watch here as Leach is right there, about a truck length off the back bumper of the 7. Oh, Dickerson and Biddy.
Trying it again.
The blows. They might have made some contact off turn 2. They both drive away, no problem. And Dickerson's on a mission here tonight. He seems to like this place. Way up the track, though, throwing sparks right rear in the fence. Not lifting.
He had to get out of it way too long right there. He's not going to get the same run.
And Lawson back there at the 20 in the 9th spot. It's about where he's been. Still a top 10 truck all night long. But he's been.
You're going to have a lap car coming up soon.
That wall all race long. And knock on wood, it hasn't seemed to hurt him at all. Yeah, Frank Griffin in the chat says, tell Steptoe he'd run better in a Ford. Only if it was a fast tow truck. starting to settle down here for these 5th, 6th, and 7th positions, with Dickerson's going to make a liar out of him.
Good call, Brian.
Side here on Nick Biddy, down into turn 1. Had the position, had the run, and he finished it. Forces Biddy to stay up top, and they're close. Inches separating the 69
down low.
32.
Clear.
Dickerson's got it for now. On to turn 2. Biddy thought about swapping over left.
That hurt the 71.
Side. He might still do it. In fact, he does. Pulls it hard left. See if Dickerson
Big time.
will have to run on the hot side to defend it. Out of turn 4. Dickerson still has it. It's over 69 into the top 5. Strong run for Larry here tonight. He's up 28 position. Started 33rd here this evening.
Got 18 in a tank, working lap 92, so you're good for 110.
Brian McCann may have grabbed another gear as he starts to stretch his legs. Put some distance between himself and second place Connor Leach. It's now 5.5 tenths. And now back to the main straightaway. Lap traffic coming into play. Jason Steptoe being...
We'll get a pretty good gap on him here in 16 laps. He's done started dropping off. And so hopefully what we could do is just watch to see who goes in and not let them undercutters.
Funny you say that. About 2 laps ago, I brought up the pit overlay. So I'll be able to see who goes down pit road.
I'm saying hi, Brian.
Big wiggle for Nick Biddy out of turn number 2. Smacks the wall just a bit. All that really did, though, it opened the door for Vincent Short to come to the inside. Going to take the 6th position. See if Biddy's got anything to battle back. Larry Dickerson scraping the safer barrier again. A lot of drivers out there really walking that fine line, and they're stepping over it a lot of times here tonight, putting the right rear of the fence. Short now up at the 6th position, trying to recoup some more as
he's keeping his lefts on that first seam.
Qualifying by a very wide margin.
1, 2.
Yep. All the way through. 1, 2, and 3, 4.
Larry Dickerson.
Sorry, Mike, I was trying to
hang on that
clear up.
You want to be as low as you can at 3 and 4.
Dickerson was a 34.04, but Short a 10th faster.
1, 2 is the seam.
And fuel tank starting to get a little bit light here.
I'm talking about in turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, I got you. I'm saying I think 3 and 4 is dominant. So that high line he's doing through there is hurting him.
To make it to the end of this race.
Well, I think there he had no choice because of that lap truck. But I'll keep an eye on him. Caution's out. Wow. Wrong time for a caution.
Right to the end of the fuel window.
Oh.
I think we take fuel, no tire.
Everybody enough to make it to the end, and maybe a little insurance if we get a green, white checker.
Or take tire and just go with it, because it's our last set, right?
Into Albert Anderson.
Yeah, it's the last set.
Caves in the left rear of that truck. Real loose on it. Oh, and Vince just wrecks him.
We'll have a
caution is out.
How many laps did we run?
Get the rag to clean this mess up here. Coming into the boxes.
Last time we were on pit road, lap 75, so 23.
On the speedway for the 6th time today between Vincent Short and Albert Anderson. I don't know if there was a disagreement there, but
yeah, let's do fuel, no tires.
Turn 3, caved in the left rear of the 99, and then finished the job out of 4.
Okay. I just hope it doesn't go green from here.
Well, they'll have to pit.
Get a look at it.
But I can short pit them and run it out.
After the initial contact, and I think that's really what caused the end wreck here.
All right, you're all set.
That's the way I'm thinking.
All right, so we're going to watch closely here. The 15 gets into the back of Albert Anderson here. In fact, it's right on board with Vince.
You got a windshield tear off.
10,
I believe so.
5, 3, 2.
There's contact
1.
number 1.
Yeah.
Right here.
That caves in the left rear a little bit. And that's really what upset the balance of the truck here for Anderson. Now he's walking it up the racetrack trying to save it. See how it's in yaw. Look at the left front versus the left rear. He's still sliding.
It's the 57 car. Past the 88. Past the...
And it does appear Vince is out of the throttle here, so I don't think he's trying to dump him.
Everybody except for the truck back in P10. Larry Dickerson just did the same thing as you. And then Vincent Short took tires back in P12.
Get a better.
And then Aikman Pollard back in P16 took tires. The guys that stayed out, Jesse Redding, Derek Welch, and Brandon Coleman, last time they were on pit road was between laps 75 and 79.
So, pit stop.
Caution comes out again. I think we'll be on the window of making it to the end.
Having their hand
All right, man, we're
forced here
going green
with this
next
pit
time.
cycle right
All right, man.
now.
Yes.
Line up on the outside
Yeah,
road.
it's very close. As long as we get 1 or 2 laps in,
To
we'll
the
be
end.
good.
A lot of drivers recognizing that, or at least some. Redding, Welch, and Coleman, they've all stayed on the racetrack. Last pit stop for Redding and Coleman was lap 75. Welch was lap 79. They're going to need to make a pit stop regardless before this one's over. But all the drivers that came down in pit this time, it's lap 98. That would be a huge fuel save to make it to the end. Again, we're pretty sure 30 to 32 laps is about the distance you're going to make it. And that would put them a few shy. We'll see. So we're on the 1 to go already, though. Front row is going to be Jesse Redding and Derek Welch. Redding's pit stop at lap 75 included some tires. Welch did...
Redding's the leader. He's on the bottom.
Looks like Brian McCann will restart third.
Watch the spin on the tires.
For fuel only. I don't know if he's got an extra set of tires left.
And in the restart zone. Ready, ready, ready. Go, go, go.
See. I don't think we're going to make it to the end on this round. Fuel.
Not yet. Clear low.
Caution.
Not yet.
Late.
Still inside. You're going to have a decent run off the high side.
Down in pit, especially if you've got tires.
Hold on to it. There you go. Clear low.
Rubber. There's options.
Bracket. Caution.
Race truck about to pull left down pit lane. We'll restart this thing. It'll be lap 101 when we take the green flag.
Now what do you do?
Green flag.
Go. I'll just go ahead and
35 laps to go. Who can make it to the end?
Oh, boy.
I'm guessing not pit because we'll go green at like 103, 104. No, I mean, no, wait.
DW Derek
What will it
Welch
be?
in second. Brian McCann from third, looking to the outside. Now the 11 of Brandon Coleman was taking
105? That'd be close.
That would be very, very close.
You can almost fuel save that.
That's a flat 30 laps.
That might help a little bit. Still going to be tight, I think. That was 35 to go.
By how it's going, they might just wreck again. So
it's still going to put them at the edge.
it's a little gamble, but
this might get everybody to the point where they can make it to the end now. Those that stayed out in the last caution are likely to pit this time because that's their next opportunity.
Guys, if we catch up to the pace line, we can sort this out. It's so much easier.
Let's see what happened here to Brandon Minnick just a moment ago.
all right, good. Looks like most people stand
All
up.
right, I was trying to let the spot by.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, Larry Dickerson went in, Paul Ferdiani, Rick LePage, Vincent Short. Joe Bennett went in. So some of the guys that were on your bumper battling you for the lead earlier are on pit road right now.
Back it up further here.
Now what we need is about like a 5-10 lap
if
run.
They take 4
tires. He did make the pit stop at 98 and put tires on, so yeah, they
may be good to go.
Lost
so if you get newer tires later, you could be in a catbird seat.
I think that is the case, yes. It actually straightens Vince back out, but sends him up the track in the path of the 13. And then chain reaction. Mike Fahey gets a little bit. And you see
But Leach in the 71, he stayed out. Blaze in the 30 stayed out.
That'll end up right hooking Minnick.
Looks like Biddy stayed out as well as Lawson.
Caution comes out. Now, a lot of drivers back in pit lane again, some involved in this incident, some topping off the tanks. McCann stayed out, ironically, and so did Derek Welch. In fact, this caution, I don't know. I don't think Welch can make it on the end yet. He's just betting more caution to be my guess. And it is just that, I guess. Larry Dickerson will make a trip to pit lane here. Topping off the fuel. We're on the one to go, so it'll be 31 laps to go when we take the green flag. Drivers that have topped up now.
All right, Brian, on you. Pace truck's off.
And down. So
in the zone now.
Get ready on the lead lap. Brendan Minnick, I think, still on the lead lap in 26th. Everybody else, it's going to be a little dicey. Might be able to make it with these cautions. Derek
I got a passing on the yellow. Cars never showed up behind us. I was waiting on the 81. He never showed up. Thank you.
4th to 13th.
There, please.
Stops at lap 98. These cautions are certainly going to help extend that fuel window. An additional caution just makes it better. We'll see if that plays in their favor as this race continues on. Second caution of the night about to wrap up here as the pace truck going to make its way down pit lane. Barney the flagman with the green in hand.
Green flag, green flag.
Easily out to the front. Connor Leach will take advantage of Derek Welch.
Jason, I don't know how damaged you are, but I'm a little drifty boy right now, so wherever you want to go, just tell me.
Nathan Pollard and Lawson side by side with Mike Fahey in the mix. Fahey still running in the top 2.
Caution's out.
And Pollard slips up the racetrack just a bit here, still running in the 8th position, battling Mike Fahey.
Wow. Oh, your stream paused. I thought you lost the internet. I was like, no!
Around the 90 of Carson Rowland. Nathan Pollard still moving towards the front, looking for more as they cross start finish. McCann still the race leader. Leach runs second. Derek Welch through, and the caution is out again.
All right, I think we bring it in now and take it all the way.
Short in trouble again. We'll see what happened here to the 15 to put us under the car for the 8th time tonight. Not sure here. Looks like this started.
You're all set.
Exit of turn 4. Interesting.
There's a bunch of guys behind you that have to do the same thing in order to make it all the way.
Try and watch this from the driver's eye cam. Yeah, just stepped out on him.
Pit boxing 10.
Day over for the pole sitter, Vincent Short.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
So again, this caution coming out helps everybody in the fuel department. I think it really takes the question marks out of the equation,
right,
but maybe not.
Go.
Brian McCann.
Come, don't speed. Truck's outside. 71's there.
A lot of lead lap trucks going to come down and
Line
pit
up
here.
single file. Past the 71. Past the.
They know they can make it from the to the end here. This might be a matter of, well, I've got those tires sitting over pit wall. I better use them because if I don't, everybody else is gonna, and I'm in trouble. Ryan McCann in his box.
All
right, so first through,
does he go with 4?
might as well just say 4th. We're in on lap 102.
He's done it away.
Everybody else right now with you.
So we're gonna have to.
Drew Blaze took fuel only, also going back to Crystal Volano.
There's a lot of
You're the first one on 4.
Stay out on the racetrack. A lot by 4. Jesse Redding, Joe Bennett, Paul Ferdiani, and Larry.
Jesse Redding took 4 on lap 102.
In this cycle here,
All right, man,
under
we're
caution,
going green next time.
fuel only stops,
man.
just
Line
making
up
sure
on
there
the
was enough.
outside
That
road
was
now.
Drew Blaze, Eggman Pollard, Mark Truxell, Justin Lawson, Crystal Volano. Brian McCann, the first driver out there on 4 fresh tires. He'll restart, it looks like, to be in the 10th position. Same story for Connor Leach, 11th. Derek Welch, same in 12th. 13th, Rick LePage, fuel only. Brandon Coleman, 14th, 4 tires. Nick Biddy, 15th, 4 tires. Albert Anderson, 16th, fuel only. Mike Fahey, 4 tires. Carson Rowan,
25 to go, Brian.
To be 4 tires. Ryan Pasocco, Mike Corvo, the top 20 also fresh rubber.
Right.
25 to go here, still behind the iRacing pace truck. The lights have gone off. We're still going to try and get everybody lined up on the file here. They may have to extend this.
Okay.
Front row as we get ready for the restart, it's going to be Jesse Redding and Double O Joe Bennett. Paul Ferdiani.
Leaders on the bottom. Ready. Go.
Drew Blaze, Lawson, Truxell, McCann, Volano.
You're clear low.
Crystal in 10th. She's up from the
Clear up.
starting position. Top 10 will be a positive day for the 07. It's a challenging lead. So let's try it again here. It'll be 20.
Got 5 outside.
Green flag.
Green flag.
A little bit of a checkup coming back to you. 5 still way outside. Yellow's out. Everybody in front of you wants to see these yellows. I don't.
Turn 3, inside. And Jesse's out there with fresher tires. Bennett driving up the inside, however, out of turn number 4.
No.
Running with the lead, but not by much. At the stripe, and we got trouble again out of turn number 4. Nick Biddy involved in this one, as others.
Be restarting on the outside again.
Does appear Biddy may have lost it on his own. We've seen a lot of drivers have that tonight. Watch again, 32, topside, little tank slap. Gets crossed up in front of Mike Fahey. Corvu's in it, Steptoe's in it. Russ Endicott full throttle to go by to the inside. Yeah, really nowhere for Fahey to go there. Steptoe tried to thread the needle.
All right. A couple more you don't have to worry about. Put you up to P6, still on the outside for the restart.
So now 22 laps to go. Certainly no question marks about fuel to this point. Should get the one to go this time, which means the restart will be.
I'm going to try to find you a hole on the bottom as quickly as possible. The 71's down there behind the 52, which is right under you, or 25 rather. And I don't want him to get in front.
Front row again is going to be Jesse Redding and 00 Joe. Larry Dickerson third and Pollard fourth. Watch that 25. He's showing some pace here in the late going here.
All right, again, leaders on the bottom.
Yeah, now up to fifth. He's got fresh tires on. About 7 laps newer than race leader Jesse Redding.
All right, pace truck's off. Ready, ready, ready. Go, go, go. Clear low. Nice. 25 outside.
Well, we're trying to get here.
Now you're split, 25. They're 3 wide with you, but they instigated it, not you. Stay in it, stay in it, stay in it. Keep going, no yellow.
I think we are.
P2.
Green flag back in the air.
Caution's out.
Yeah, let the pace car by, Brian.
Redding gets away. Meanwhile,
Leach got stuck back in P9. Great restart, Brian.
My bad, Dave. I walked up a
Same
little bit.
story for 4th and 5th. McCann in the red number 7 with Aikman Pollard up top. McCann jumps to the inside contact with Larry Dickerson and 00 Joe. Joe goes up the racetrack, opens the door for Pollard. Pollard door slams 00 Joe. They're 3 wide off turn 4. And caution out again.
Save your stuff, save a little fuel.
The next one on new tires is going to be back in P7, Derek Welch. So it's going to be kind of a race between you and Redding right off the bat.
Let's watch the 2 here, see what happens. Blaze up the track as Pasoko starts to come down a bit. They make contact. Blaze, actually Pasoko loses connection there for a minute. Trying to get a better look at this. Yeah, as soon as Blaze makes contact, connection issues ensue for Pasoko. Just a lazy spin here for the 2. Nevertheless, puts us under caution for the 10th time tonight. With that, we're going to step aside quickly here, get a break out of the way. We will be back after this.
All right, back green, 15 laps to
All right,
go.
guys, please, let's finish this.
Oh, I didn't realize my stream was muted the whole time.
Well, I saw you talking, but I thought maybe you were talking to your missus or something.
Nah, I coughed and forgot to turn it back on.
Oh, gotcha.
Who is going to take it in the end? And here comes Lachlan. He's going to make the move to the outside. Quick rush to
But I think we got this race.
It's going to be side by side through turn 1.
This restart's going to be key.
Oh, we got it. I'm going to go around the outside.
The kitchen sink is being thrown at it. They're leaning on each other. Coming into turn number 3. It's going to be a drag race through 3 and 4.
All right, Cole. Let's go.
Stretch on the bottom. Bouchard's going to hold the inside. Tries to be the late breaker here. They're going to be side by side through the final chicane.
All right, pace truck's off. Ready, go, go, go.
Sleeping.
Is going on in Michigan. Go back into the fence. They're still beating.
Clear low.
Oh, through the line. He is much faster coming through there. Is there damage on Chandler? Alvarez is ahead. It's going to be a race line. Who is going to get it?
Homestead, Miami Speedway. Caution number 10 about to wrap up. Pace truck hits pit lane.
Remember, you got 7 lap pressure tires.
Back in the air. Jesse Redding on the gate.
Clear low.
The late start there for Brian McCann as Aikman Pollard there to the back bumper of the step.
Still outside.
Second spot.
Still there.
Challenging now, again, fresher tires.
On your right front, side by side.
Barely got a turn 2 down the back straightaway. Redding still in car.
Still right rear.
Much a 10th of a
right
second.
rear.
21 in the 7.
Clear up.
McCann pulls up a little bit closer. Might pull some air off.
Right rear.
Spoiler of Redding. Out of turn 4, coming to 14 to go. I don't know if Jesse can hang on, but it will be a monumental effort if he does.
All right, clear up.
Brian McCann looking for the race lead.
Hey, Brandon.
Into turns 1 and 2. Aikman Pollard on the
How's it going?
McCann up to the door, the 21 of Jesse Redding. Redding with the run down the backstretch. Brian still can't get quite clear. Might have him this time. Down to the inside in 3. Redding battles back up to the top. Not quite clear just yet. Redding not given an inch. He needs every one of them at this point, and that includes his vertical height.
Second and third made a little bit of contact, pushed the 69 up to the wall. You've got
I don't know where you're at. You're blinking out, bud.
69's up at the wall, going to try to get the momentum.
Throughout the course of this race, almost side to side, door-to-door contact with Aikman Pollard and Redding. Now Redding's got company at the top, and that's Larry Dickerson. Redding dropping back now to P4. Dickerson up to third with a run, looking for second.
Doing it again.
Big time run.
He's not all the way up though.
Is Pollard into turn 1. No, more contact as Dickerson up the racetrack. Going to China Shop is the 69. Dickerson up to second. Again, his last stop coming at lap 103. He did.
The last time the 69 was on pit road was lap 103, so you got fresher tires than him also.
Dickerson just working that high line. Pollard now gets back.
And he only took fuel.
Challenging again, but the run prevails out of turn 4. 11 laps remain. The battle is on still for second.
He's not going to have anything for you, sir. Next one on tires is in P4, Jesse Redding.
Almost trouble out of turn 2. Albert Anderson had to correct it. Saves it, keeps it straight. Drew Blaze, though, going to try and take advantage. They're 3 wide into 3. Blaze in the bottom, Anderson in the middle, Connor Leach topside. Anderson having a whale of a time hanging on to that number 99. Blaze gets through up into the 7th position, back out front, still the battle for second. Dickerson's got it. Aikman Pollard still putting that pressure on. Hot and heavy as it was. Pollard still utilizing the low side of the racetrack while Dickerson's riding that Larson line or close to it. McCann swaps lanes trying to break the draft. Doesn't want to give any of an assist to the 69 with Dickerson. Can't paying attention to what's happening behind him. Knows that Dickerson's running that high lane. Only 8 laps to go when they get back to the stripe. Dickerson not worried about taking care of tires at this point. Not sure when he made his last stop to replace 4 tires, but it's been a little bit. His last pit stop 103, and it was fuel only for Dickerson. But good job hanging in there. He's running laps within half a tenth of race leader Brian McCann. Aikman Pollard, though, pulls back to the tailgate of the 69. Pollard trying to chase Dickerson as Dickerson tries to stick to the draft with Brian McCann. Almost wonder if that's going to throw those guys off more than it's going to help them by chasing McCann down there. It really throws off your entry. Didn't seem to hurt Dickerson, though, as he's back topside.
Yellow flags up.
Big green white checker now.
Yeah. Derek Welch wrecked.
6.5 laps to go. Brian McCann still out in front. It's Larry Dickerson, Aikman Pollard, Jesse Redding remains in 4th. Mark Truxell, a strong run back to the 5th position. Keep in mind, folks, Dickerson started 33rd tonight out of this 38 truck field. And the caution is out again. Derek Welch in trouble. Caution with 6 to go.
All right, save if you can, Brian.
Contact with
just in
Albert
case there's a couple green white checkers. Oh, no, you're good. If your fuel reading's right, 19.
Didn't realize that Welch was either
there I think
Welch had gotten into the wall.
Half a tank, we're good.
Bounces off the 1. Puts Welch back in the fence.
We've had so many cautions.
Yeah.
Crystal Villano just gets into the back of Derek as they get to the start.
I think right off the bat, the only option he has is to run that top side, see if he can get up beside me.
Yeah.
Crystal had a problem after the fact as well. So did Lawson. Wanted to get a better look at this from a different angle. So 11th caution of the night, 4 laps to go right now. We should get the 1 to go the next time by. So I think this sets us
That'd be 3 lap.
Natural green-white checker.
Or is it green?
This goes another lap and it goes to.
Oh, we're 2 to green.
We'll see.
So we're gonna go 134. I mean 133, going to 144.
Yeah.
So we're on the one to go. We'll get the restart with 2 laps remaining. So a natural green, white, and checkered finish. The caution comes out prior to the leader taking the white. We'll line them up. We'll do it again. Up to 3 times.
All right, here we go. In the box. Oh, he spun him. And he just cut the nose on the 25. 25 did not like that. Gave him a little bit of a bump there. It's going to help you out.
White flag. Let's get to it.
Front row is going to be Brian McCann and Larry Dickerson. Larry kind of in a bad spot here, restarting second. You almost want to be third here. Aikman Pollard knows this. He's in that number 25 truck, the inside of Jesse Redding. Trying to take full advantage.
Oh, yeah, he's way out of the gas.
For Dickerson.
All kinds of time to use, sir.
Flag back in the air.
Almost a second in the lap.
Dickerson.
Let's go.
McCann up in front of the 69. This may actually help him slightly as Dickerson crosses over. Aikman Pollard down into turn 1. Good job by the 69. And Aikman Pollard pushing him through the corner. All the way through. There he does that. Well done by the 69 just to hang on to it. Let's see if he can hang on to that second spot here. McCann into turn 1, 3 wide behind him. Can they make it stick?
Brian McCann gets it done at Homestead.
Into the top. Leach banging on doors off of turn number.
Thank you, Derek. Thank you, repeat.
Flag. Final
good job, sir.
Homestead. McCann already almost a full second ahead of second place. We're going to watch this fight. Leach to the inside of Drew Blaze. Still 3 wide into turns 1 and 2.
Lap tires you were like I could have gave you some money there.
Things have come down back for those positions at the end of the top 5. But the story of the night is going to be the 7 of Brian McCann. A dominant performance. Started in the second row and dominated out in front. On to turn number 4. Here at Homestead, he'll take the checkered flag.
Burn him down.
And we have big trouble here on the main straightaway after the race as they come to the stripe. Nick Biddy involved in this. Chaos ensuing out of turn 4 on the final lap. But not going to deter Brian McCann as he picks up the win.
Walking all the way down the front stretch.
Vegas last week.
When's it gonna blow up? The Chevrolet's too strong. There we go.
There it is. Pop goes the weasel.
Bullshit.
Racing, it's time to change the smoke color when they do the burnouts in the paint.
Mark, you dropped down in front of
well
me.
done.
I agree.
You probably want to look at that, Albert, before you say that.
McCann doing his best, okay. Kyle Larson.
Looks to me like I just literally got punted.
That's what I saw from behind you.
You heard the RPMs jump up for a second, and then that motor expires.
When I hit you.
That'll do it for Brian.
Right here's where
Here, get our
All right,
break out of the way.
done.
We'll be back with
we
the
gained all
turn
those positions.
after this. Stay with us.
I met Marcos Garza.
Yep, this is where the 69 and the car to the outside got together going into the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Why shouldn't I drop down in front of you, Albert? I had a truck
And
length
then
and a half
25
on
sent
you.
it in. Wow.
It don't matter what's done is done.
That just helped me out greatly.
Yep.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, just put in the ticket, brother, and they'll take a look at it.
I just got back to
Need
my
insurance
computer.
coverage that's built for speed? Frank Yea's office in South
Thank you,
Jordan
repeat.
has your back.
I'm going to jump up in the broadcast
Protecting the home
thing.
you've built or setting up a legacy for your family.
Congrats again. I will see you again soon.
Life fast.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Made for you. Scan the QR code on your screen now to explore all our services and start a free quote today. Lock it in, save it for later, or call us at 304-744-7700 to get started.
I met Marcos Garza when we were doing radiothons for St. Jude Children's Research
That's where I
Hospital.
go for
We
the
needed sponsors
interview.
to help us raise money, and he's always the
I
first
believe
one
so,
to jump in. I would describe Marcos and his team as upstanding, someone you can trust, and he is just a genuine guy.
Marcos has been very generous. He has a genuine concern for people. You need somebody that cares about you. And that's what Marcos is. And that's pretty much what this firm is.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Got me? Brian, congrats again. Another strong win, a strong finish here tonight. Dominant performance here at Homestead. Something that we kind of expected to see, but you had to work for it there late. Had to restart with some fresh tires and some drivers ahead of you. Worked your way through this field to take this win. Walk us through your strategy play here at the end of this race, waiting for the very last pit stop to take those final set of tires.
Yeah, the strategy at the end there was a little interesting. I think we were about split half and half, when do you take tires, when do you not? And it was kind of right there where our window opportunity wasn't really open to pit yet. So we got lucky with that caution that came out. I forget what lap it was, but took tires, came back out in like 10th and worked our way up through.
Worked out for you in the end. You take your win here, second of the season, second in a row. Looking forward to Martinsville Speedway next week. Going to be a chaotic one, especially we had a large field. We had 38 trucks here tonight. If we have more of the same next week, it might just be a matter of survival. But how do you feel about making it 3 in a row on the short track, the paperclip out in Martinsville, Virginia?
Yeah, Martinsville is going to be tough. Well, we got 40 trucks in this league typically, so that's going to be a full track. And but I love it. I love short track racing. Hopefully we can go out there and put on a good show.
Looking forward to it, Brian. Congrats again on the win here tonight. Who do you want to thank before I let you go?
My family, you for doing the broadcast. My spotter, Repeat 1975, amazing job helping out tonight. Sponsors who make this league happen. The league admins put on a lot of work behind the scenes. Drivers for showing up. 40 trucks, amazing. And everybody watching tonight, thank you.
All right, Brian, thanks for talking to us, man. Good luck in Martinsville.
But I love it. I love short track racing. Hopefully we can go out there and put on a good show.
Looking forward to it, Brian. Congrats again on the win here tonight. Who do you want to thank before I let you go?
There we go.
Brian McCann, your race winner here at Homestead Miami Speedway. Next, we're going to talk to good old Larry Dickerson, common driver over at the
We'll stick around and see what Larry's got to say. And
we'll pull Larry up into the broadcast booth.
How do you pronounce third
Larry
place?
at Speedway Track Limits. Started 33rd, drove it to P2, man. You got a copy?
That's loud and clear, man.
Larry, congratulations, man. I know it's probably not the finish that you wanted, but you got to be proud of it. You worked through this massive field tonight, up from the 33rd position to finish runner-up. Walk us through your race, and was there anything you could have done different to reel in Brian McCann there late?
Main thing was being I had to start in back, which was my fault. I screwed up qualifying and accidentally hit the wall on my second lap. Main thing is just keep the truck clean and not try to wear your stuff out so fast, because this track just eats tires up like Darlington to me.
Yeah, this track eats tires.
If you can get a long green flag run and save your tires, I can get in a groove. And I just never been one to run the bottom here at this track. I struggle at it. It just wants to snap loose on me off the corners too much. And so I'm one of those Kyle Larson guys. I love
turning the steering wheel too far.
High line against the wall. And at the end, I was hoping I can do something with Brian, but he had the fresher tires than me. I had to pit on lap 105, took my last set. I know he did his last, I think, 2 or 3 cautions later. So he was able to get through the traffic fast enough and avoid the wrecks after his pit stop. That he just took advantage of those fresh tires. There's nothing I can do.
Larry was fast on the top side,
a lot of drivers hate to say, "Oh, we had a good points day tonight," and that really was the case.
Several laps there, he was running me down.
Well done here, a second place finish at Homestead Miami Speedway.
Pretty good, even on older tires.
At Martinsville Speedway, half-mile short track, flat, long straightaways.
If he had equal tires,
interesting one with a 38.
That top side might have came into play.
How do you feel about navigating your way through the short track in Martinsville next week?
Next week for me, I struggle at that track, but the last 2 times I went there in any kind of league, I've gotten a second and a top 5. So 2 top 5s in a row. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to lie to you, say I'm confident. We know how Martinsville is. It's old school short track racing. You just got to get through the carnage first and foremost to even give your chance at a good shot. Finish good. So it's, to me, Martinsville just a roll of the dice. If I end up on a record in the infield eating a bunch of hot dogs going for a record, oh well. If I can get a good finish, I'll take it, because I needed this because I'm low in points. So if I can get 2 back-to-back good weeks, that'll be awesome.
Fair enough, Larry. Well, job well done. Runner-up finish here at Homestead, man. Who do you want to thank before I kick you out of here?
First off, I want to thank Derek and for this league he runs. Is an amazing league. All the league sponsors put time or put energy towards this league to give us a chance to show our skills and what we can do. You're the best broadcaster in the business. I look forward to every Tuesday and Wednesday night going back and watching your replays of races I've ran. As long as they end up good for me. If it end up bad, I don't usually watch them. But you do an amazing job. Best in the business, in my opinion. My teammates, of course, Derek, Dylan had a rough night. He was going to be strong, I think, at the end, but he got caught up in a wreck. Derek, about halfway. I can't remember, but I think about halfway. Derek, I'm sorry, I already said Derek. Russ, Albert, another mother. I think he got top 10 tonight, so get 2 team outcast members in the top 10 is a good deal. And so yeah, yep, that's all my teammates. And another shout out is Lori. Thank you for everything you do for me and helping me out and being a big supporter on computer and in my personal life, helping me through stuff.
What lap was that?
And again,
was that coming to the checker
foundation? I know it wasn't this week, but anybody that can go donate to any forms of autism, it'd be awesome. You're doing people an awesome cause. It'll be a really good group to help out.
All right, Larry. Well, again, congratulations on a runner-up here at Homestead. Wish you the best of luck at Martinsville next week, man. Thanks for talking to us.
Appreciate it.
So Larry Dickerson, your runner-up here at Homestead. Next, we're going to talk to Aikman
That was
Pollard,
quite a few
driver number
trucks.
25 machine. We're having some issues here trying to get some of these car paints to load properly, but hopefully there it is. All right, Aikman Pollard, third place. So pull him up into the booth and get a word with our third place finisher. Aikman, it's Steve with Track Limits. You got a copy? Turn you up
Where's
a little bit here. Try
finish
that,
line
Aikman, you got me?
Yes, sir.
All right, there we go. Aikman, congratulations, man. 30th place to third. I'd say that's a good day. I know race drivers, they want to win these races.
Oh, wow, this guy didn't make it.
Far deep in the pack to finish third, a strong run. You had a strong truck there late, certainly applying the pressure. I think you gave Larry Dickerson all he could handle.
Because his motor blew.
He managed to handle it. You still come home.
He tried to go backwards.
To your race.
Oh, man, you nailed it on the head right there. I messed up qualifying on the second lap there. I was trying to, keep the tires cool on the first lap there. I'm just I'm not Kyle Larson. I can't run the wall. I know that's the fast line here. Just wasn't going to happen. So putting myself back there just wasn't ideal, but somehow we clawed our way out of it.
He's got reverse, though.
Certainly looked good out there. It was fun to watch, especially in the last 10 laps of this thing. I know we had a bunch of cautions to kind of bottle everybody up, but, man, you drove it to third place. A great finish. Not quite hard charger. Larry Dickerson was starting back in that 33rd position. He finishes one ahead of you, but all we can do now, look forward to Martinsville Speedway, the half-mile short track, the flat paperclip out in Martinsville,
I'm gonna
Virginia.
go.
How do you feel about these shorter tracks?
Y'all have a good one.
Big truck